of court. I respect you and the good work you do to uphold the law. As a police officer, it is my duty to enforce court orders and ensure court orders are obeyed. I pray the court accepts my apology, vacates the conviction and sentence. I so pray. End of quote. This court is convinced that Mr. Masengeli regrets and is genuinely remorseful for the situation he finds himself in. It is not has restored the dignity of the court and the due administration of justice by attending court and explaining the difficulties that caused him not to comply and offering an apology for any of errors of judgment he might have made. His undertaking to always obey and enforce the orders of the court came out strongly. The court is fully satisfied that the purging process has been infused in his mind, or in the mind of the contemner, Mr. Masengeli, the obligation to respect and uphold the rule of law and the due administration of justice. The supremacy of the law has equally been vindicated. To this end, I must arrive to the determination that Mr. Masengeli, through this purging process, has purged his guilt for the contempt of court, and thus both the conviction and sentence passed are set aside. I must, however, not end this deliberation without speaking on the need for all to respect and uphold the independence of the judiciary. It is a judiciary that guarantees adherence to the rule of law. Every Kenyan who means well for this country must fight for the independence of the judiciary so that judges can be allowed to make decisions based purely on law and the facts without the fear of reprisals, interference, pressure of threats, whether direct or indirect. That is the cornerstone of democracy. It should be known to all that the independence of the judiciary is not for the judges per se, but for the benefit of the public at large. It leaves judges with the discretion to make fair and even-handed decisions meant to uphold the rule of law. Judges must never and will never hold. Judges will always hold government organs to account for adherence to the Constitution and the law, and it is the primary duty of the state to ensure judicial independence is protected. I am happy to note from the LSK that the 3 Kenyans, the subject of this petition, have been found. Having said so, and considering everything else, I am making my decision to recuse myself from the further proceedings of this case for personal reasons. I will thus be directing that this file be placed before the presiding judge for allocation to another judge. That's all.
My Lord, we just wish to state that we're very grateful for your patience and having given us the opportunity to bring the contempt of this court.